everyone, we're going to show you how to use the seller suite or seller headquarters today. So this is the dashboard, and we're going to go to the menu on the left hand side, and then we're going to go to listings and then seller suite. So the seller suite will only have your listings. It will not have your office listings. So for this, this is an example here. We have this one listing under the seller suite, and then we're going to hit action. And basically it will give us a snapshot of the seller's information. So the seller's information is name, email, phone number, expiration of the listing, if it's published online, if it's active, pending, and then if they have a partner, you can also add their name, their email, and their phone number, and all the emails will also be CC'd to them. Okay. Property page is just a photo of their site there. Okay. So going back to the seller suite, here we have a timeline. So this timeline basically records everything that's been done in seller suite. Click on listing tasks, and this is a pretty cool feature. The listing tasks, as you know, there's a lot of things that we got to do before we put the house on the market. And this listing task allows us to break down each task, when it's due, if it's completed, and so on. So if it's a new listing, there's some preloaded task lists already. And you just click on the ones that you like. If you want to click on all of them, you can. So just click all and it'll check all. If you want to just click on certain ones, you may. Okay. So order flyers and hit load. Task has been added successfully, and it'll automatically put it into the task list. This is the date that we put the task into our system, the title, order flyers, and then the task is the date the flyers were printed. So if you want to put a due date on here, you can. And if the due date is going to be Saturday, we can do that and hit save. Due date is added successfully. And there's your due date right there. If you want to change it, you can always click on it and edit that. Your due date will show up on the dashboard if it is due in 2 days. Okay, so your flyers are due on the 27th, and so it'll pop up here. If the task is not due within 2 days and it's due, let's say 3 to 4 days, the task will not pop up here on the seller suite task dashboard. So let's go back to seller suite, go back to actions. So now if you completed that task, you click the complete, and that should actually remove that task from the dashboard on the seller suite task dashboard. Okay, so that's a listing task. Marketing, this will show the sellers what we've done for their home in terms of marketing. So if we set up their home on Craigslist, we go Craigslist, and then we actually can put in the Craigslist URL, whatever that may be, you know, home 555, hit save, and what you can actually do is under action, it'll create this email icon. You click on the email icon, you select the seller, hit preview, and basically the seller's home will appear here in the email, their name, And we tell the seller, hey, we marketed your property on the following sites, and then it'll give you the link of the Craigslist link there. Close and hit send. It automatically sends to the seller. So that's pretty neat. And then you can always edit that anytime. Just click on the little pencil button there under action. Transactions, basically this is just an overview, a very detailed overview of the transaction itself. Street address, MLS number, loan number, earnest money, the sale price, the closing, all the website URLs that you've marketed your listing on, all comes into here. Open house. So the open house is actually linked to this open house here on the dashboard, which we'll actually come back to. So we're going to skip over to the showing feedback. So again, this is a very neat feature. If you have somebody who showed the home and they had some feedback for you, you can automatically input that into your platform here and actually automatically, send it to your seller. So feedback subject. So we can do buyer home showing and pick the date that the home was shown. Buyer really liked the home and considering to write up an offer. Will keep you posted. You hit save. So then it'll pop up here automatically. If you hover over it, you can actually see the entire description that you've inputted there. And then you click under the email, hit under action. Whoops. And it will pre-populate the photo of the home again, the seller's name, and then here it says we had a recent showing on your home, and below is some feedback from the tour, and then the feedback description will be what we just put in there, and then your name and your information. So all this here is dynamic, which means that it will automatically populate information that you've inputted there prior. So this is just what it looks like, but this will automatically pre-populate the seller's name and then the feedback that we just typed in. So hit close, then you hit send, and it'll automatically send to the seller. Under notes, these are just notes that you can put in here. Don't forget to remove the lockbox the day before closing. Documents, you can upload all your documents here, all your purchase and sale contracts, your addendums and things like that, your pre-approval letters, and you can typically, I think this is just for PDF only. Okay, so let's go back to the open house. So if you're gonna do an open house for this listing, it's great because it's just one click and you created an open house registration page for the listing. It's got pictures that rotate on the bottom, the primary photo, and your lead, your open house guest, can log in with Google, Facebook, or manually enter their information there. Once they've done that, they've finished the open house, you can click on who registered, click on view, and you can see what their rating is. So this guest, this is their information, their email, their phone number, and then they rated the exterior 5 out of 5, the interior 5 out of 5, and it's all based on a 5 out of 5 scale. And then The questions are, how did you hear about the open house? What did you like most about the home, and what did you like least about the home? And again, you could edit that if you like. Hit save. Go back to open home. If you hit add, it actually pops this up. So I might have just did that backwards there, but basically this is where you would get the feedback from the guest right before they leave. You say, hey, how'd the open house go? And you would ask them, hey, what did you think about this? The exterior, poor, average, excellent, based out of 5, interior, location, price, floor plan, and then you can type in what they like most about the home, location, and walking distance to the bus. Least, what did I like least about this home? Needs a few upgrades. Hit submit. Well, I've already provided the feedback, but if it wasn't there before, it would, and then you could see it there. So again, pretty neat feature. So there you have it. That is the overview of the Seller Suite. Pretty neat for all listings. Allows you to just take a look at what's been done, the task that needs to be done. You can email your sellers quickly and do open houses, provide showing feedback. So hopefully that will help you with your listings. And thanks again for joining us. Have a great day.